10. Looks like Sean Nichols. No, let it go. Oh, Saunders back into the pack. Takes sponsor. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God, are you?
Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bump. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Ord is gonna win it here in Iowa.
Try to knock him out of the way. The 61.
Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run. The 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
The inside of the 0-2. He's tried it! Oh, Burrows is around. Oh, the wrecking right in front of him. That's Mokrin.
Jones, great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo finish. 3 wide off the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! iSCAR is in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard into the wall! Huge track on the start-finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Myhan wins.
Dallas Myhan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. Two, 1, 0, and we welcome you here live for the Talladega 102. I mean, this is not 102. Talladega 125.02. I guess you could just round it up to 125. iSCAR JPG Graphics Truck Series round number 11 out of 20, getting set to go green at the Talladega Super Speedway. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes,
and I'm Dewey Schramm. Welcome to the broadcast.
That should be fun from start to finish. Apologies for starting up the broadcast late, but currently, just about a minute left in practice as of right now. Multiple drivers out on the racetrack. We're expecting a fun race from start to finish. We'll go ahead and pull up standings on where everybody sits. Top 20 going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen. Yeah, sorry to rush through things. We'll get to track facts and such here during qualifying, but Dewey, well, we're here at Talladega. What are you expecting what are you expecting here for tonight?
To be determined. As we saw in the bronze race here not that long ago, Alex Wheeler, after waiting a very long time, ended up scoring his first career iSCAR win out of nowhere. So, in a situation like this, like I said then, I can't really pick anybody. Even with 2 to go, I couldn't pick anybody. We'll have to see.
Right, as I definitely agree on you there. We'll have to see on how everybody will shuffle out for the final laps of tonight's race. We'll scoot ourselves to the side as we play the national anthem. Rise up, remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. One, 0. And we welcome you back live for the Talladega 125. Getting set to go green just momentarily under qualifying conditions as we set ourselves up for the 47 laps here for tonight. We'll pull up points here. Top 13 again, make the chase. Still a long ways to go until that that cutoff. Actually, no, it's just 3 races left until we cut the top 13 out. And Damien does not have that many points. I just noticed that, but yeah. Who are you? If you're a person in the chase, Dewey, or within the top 13 in chase as of right now, how would you tackle tonight's race?
The only thing I can think of, and this will even be tough with the amount of people, is to just try and lay in the back as much as possible, and then maybe about 15 to go, you start trying to make your way up to the front. But strategy to track like Talladega is always risky because whatever you try and do will most likely not work because something will make it not work.
Right.
So I guess just roll the dice and see what the hell happens.
Yeah, I agree. Expect the unexpected here because that's what Talladega is all about. Pack racing. One small mistake can break up the pack into a big giant mess, and also known as the big one. It's known for it. It should be interesting in how everybody will avoid it, or who gets caught up in it, like all the contenders and such.
My inner philosopher is telling me that if you expect the unexpected, then the unexpected is therefore expected.
Gosh, you're making my brain hurt. I don't even know what to say
Okay,
about
Freud.
that one. Watching drivers take laps around the racetrack. Currently 15 people. No, 15. Yeah, 15 people have logged in a lap.
This is an interesting strategy because I believe getting the pole does give you a bonus point or two, right?
Right.
So if you're in the chase, I would probably recommend taking a lap and at least gunning for the pole and then maybe dropping back after a lap or two. But
yeah, definitely.
If you're not in the chase or if you're just showing up to do a one-off or whatever, I probably wouldn't take a lap at all.
Right. Man, there's some surprising people in the top 5. I mean, I'm not gonna just spoil it right now. Take a look at this.
Wow. So that's at least so. Tyler Mallon and Hubert Masiak have never made a start in iSCAR before.
Right.
Neither of them have,
There's
and
so
both
many
of them
rookies there.
in the top 3 in the standings. So that's something.
Yeah.
And you have last night's winner at Kokomo, Austin Griffey, in the top 10 for qualifying here too. So a lot of surprising faces up near the front so far. So it'll be a matter of whether they can stay there or not.
I find it interesting how all the regulars aren't even qualifying. They're just expecting this whole front pack to break up or something like that, because I'm expecting all the regulars, they know how Talladega races work. I'm expecting them to lay toward the rear of the field, and unless it's like 10 to go, that's when they'll start pushing forward. But man, how about that? Tyler Mallon, in his first ever appearance in iSCAR, is going to start up front. Congratulations to him. We're going to go over the starting order right in front of your screen. Tyler Mallon in the 08, and Eric Heater in number 11 going to round out row number 1.
And row number 2 will bring you to the 116 of Jake Sylvia, and another first-time driver here, the 06 of Hubert Masiak. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
Row number 3 going to be Dominic Cowell. He's been to victory lane here at Talladega. We'll see if he can do it again. Garrett Hess, who finished 3rd in the Cup race at Daytona.
And row number 4, 2 regulars in the series, the 83 of Joe Berge and the 09 of Eric Stamp.
Row number 5 going to be Cody Webster, and Kiloa Hankins, who joined the session late, will be starting 10th. The rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Find your favorite driver, and hopefully he wins it here for tonight. Got a lot of big names starting all the way in dead last. We'll see if they can make their way to the front once it comes go time. But as you said, Dewey, you got to play your cards right, and this is, I guess, a luck track, you could say. Things
Definitely.
are just going to go all sorts of ways coming to the drop with the green flag. I think a total of 35 drivers here for tonight. Probably one of our bigger fields, but I know Daytona.
37 looks like.
Right. Man, that's a lot.
I mean, that's almost double what the bronze field was here, I believe. What was that? Or low 20s, I believe the bronze field was.
Yeah, 22. 22 showed up that bronze. Again, not a lot of regulars qualified the car. So, do it. We'll get into the weather and get your inner self out, and let's go.
Meteorologist Dewey Schramm with your Talladega race day forecast. The current temperature here is 82 degrees, a very warm sky here in the Alabama inland. Partly cloudy sky here for today, perfect race conditions. Very dry sky as your humidity is a big fat goose egg. Your winds will be coming out of the east at just 9 miles per hour, so a nice breeze to cool off a little bit. And your track temperature, boy, is it a scorcher at 119 degrees. Might not want to walk on that barefoot.
Yeah, with that track temperature being really hot, that's gonna have a slick track, so these drivers have to change lanes as smooth as they can, or else they're gonna be in big trouble here. But man, I'm starting to get that nervousness. I'm not even on the racetrack, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be a fun 47 lapper here for tonight. Oh my gosh, how will this all play out? I'm scared, man. I'm scared.
Well, don't be.
I can't. Oh boy. Try
just unscare yourself.
Zoop.
See, I'm not scared. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm hyped
Because
as
this
well.
is going to be one hell of a race tonight.
Definitely. Race analysis is going to be shown on the right-hand side of your screen. Welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. 47 laps going to be logged in for tonight. 125.02 miles going to be logged in. Pit window is very small, 15 to 17 laps. Pit road speed, 55 miles per hour. Track information. Welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. As I said the second time, track 2.66 miles in length, 4 turns, unless you want to count the tri-oval, which you're an idiot. Corners, 33 degrees in banking, 16 and a half on the front stretch, in the tri-oval. The back stretch is 3 degrees. Oh my.
Hey, calling our loyal viewers idiots is extremely unprofessional, and I would not recommend doing that again.
I mean, if you think of it as 5 turns, I mean, what do you want? It's an oval. I mean, I get it's a left turn, but tri-oval is a tri-oval. You can't count.
Left turn, Clyde. Well, the field's gonna make a lot of those today, and we're under green here. Or we're under green here at Talladega.
Yeah, the
Momentarily.
Restart lines all the way over here. Great flag is out finally. Tyler Mallon will go.
There we go. I jumped the gun a little bit, but we're all good up here.
Double wide action as they work up front, 3 wide. We're fanning out into turns number 1. Who's going to make the move to pass for the lead? Not going to happen up front. Mallon leads the charge into 1 and 2, and they're scrambling down as they head onto the back straightaway. Here comes Jake Sylvia, and he has a regular right behind him, a Dominic Howe.
They're wasting no time getting around as you see a lot of trucks going onto the apron and dropping to the back as I...
Oh, Mallon goes around!
Truck around! That's going to be a hard hit to the inside wall. Not sure who that was, but looks like we're going to stay green. That's the 45 of Cody Webster. Well, I believe it's...
We're wrecking!
We're wrecking again! Huge crash already. Wow.
Man.
They wasted no time getting their jitters out.
Heck no.
It's the 86 of Garrett Hess who qualified in the top 5. That's unfortunate for him. Now we'll be able to see who else was involved in that.
See again. Webster. Oh, he cut down in front of Mallon, trying to get in line and smashed it hard into the inside wall.
Tyler Mallon got lucky he wasn't bumper grabbed in that as well, because that easily could have taken both of them down to the inside wall.
We'll see what happened to, I think it was the 7 of Charlie Byer who was involved in it.
Oh, somebody spun up above or in front of the 7. Looks like he was slowing down to miss someone else. Oh yeah, there it is, off to the left of the screen.
Hi, Andy McDowell.
Yellow and black truck, that's Hess around, and I'm not sure who that other truck was. Nice job by Charlie to miss everything else and that yellow truck in the back as well, but...
Yeah, that was Andy in the 20. Watch it again as they headed themselves through. Andy, oh, contact.
Oh, it looks like that black and white truck on the bottom, I can't see that number, but looks like he just came up when he probably shouldn't have, and...
That was Ryan Branshaw. Man. No.
Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah, that definitely didn't take long at all. And, drivers hitting pit road and such. Yeah, you hate to see it. Lap 1, these drivers got to be as careful as they can, and unfortunately...
You see Jake Sylvia actually just pit from the lead there. Qualified top 5 and actually had the lead when the caution came out, but electing to pit now. Probably in an effort to just drop to the back so he doesn't have to do it under green.
Right. There's a lot of drivers who dropped to the apron on that first lap to get out of the way. And out of that lead package, you see the 43 of Damian Fenton just spun it on pit road, tags the inside wall.
I think that was a 79 of William Schmidt that spun out.
That was 43.
Oh no, that is Fenton. You're right. William usually likes to run a lot of those underfunded schemes, so I just assumed it was the 79.
Well, speaking of...
Oh wait, they're both running it!
Yeah, I was about to say, they're both in there.
Okay, my mishap is excused now.
Here's Schmidt. It's Fenton. Fenton currently sitting 13th.
Right on that bubble.
Right.
He needs to have a really good points day today, because this can really help you or really hurt you, because with the amount of trucks we have in the field today, there's a lot more points up for grabs than there are most weeks.
Definitely. Yeah, with a total of 37 drivers here for tonight, add on at least 5, 6, 7 bonus points. I think that's about maybe 42, 43 points that you could get maximum. That's if you lead most laps, get pole, get a 0x. Lots of points on the line.
I wouldn't worry about the 0x, because that's going to be probably damn near impossible to track like this, but...
Unless you lay yourself in the rear, I mean, I don't know.
Perhaps. Looks like, also, just to note on the bottom, looks like Keaton Jones didn't start the race here tonight.
Yeah, surprise. So curious.
That's interesting. He'll be hitting the points for him, for sure.
Yeah, Keaton, second in points coming in here for tonight, but he's 30 ahead of where third place of Eric Keeter is running.
I got some more cars pitting now. Well, it's like pretty much all the leaders are.
Ah, that's interesting. I
You
guess
see
a second wave
Branshaw
coming in.
staying out, so it looks like Ryan Branshaw is going to lead the field of the restart here. Unless he's given an EOL for that incident that happened.
Yeah.
See Howe in there, Malin, your pole sitter in his debut, also coming down. Looks like one of those Glendon trucks is coming back down, perhaps Fenton, and putting on a new set of tires, a new set of 4 tires after looping it around on the last go around.
Right. Still a lot of racing left here. Even though it's just 47 laps, that's 125 miles. So these drivers have to take it as clean as they can. But unfortunately, first lap caution is sort of saying otherwise.
Well, we're already a 12th of the way done.
Yeah. Getting there. So yeah,
slowly but surely. As with all the newcomers, I'm not even sure what the first name is of that driver in third now. The 083.
Michael Kenner.
There, Michael Kenner, yeah. Well, perhaps another debut driver here in the series, along with, hey, good for him. It's early, but good for him.
Yeah, might as well go through these rookies here for tonight running the Super Speedway. Everybody with an R right next to their name is making their season debut. I'm not saying this is their first start, but this is their season debut.
Their freshman season here.
Yep. 09, Eric Stamp, one of the people we were talking about who's within, I think he's within that chase bubble. Yeah, he is. He's starting currently in 9th place. Michael Kenner, we were just talking about him, that 083. He's on the racetrack. Noah Allison, Vortex Sim Motorsport machine. Eli O'Quinn, with 24 out on the racetrack as well.
Sharp looking scheme there. Cody Coughlin's 2018 scheme, as Corbin Collins said, you know what, I'm going to use it too. So that's now 2 sets of drivers using the same paint scheme in the field. So
yeah, I was about to point that out.
That is some spotter hell for the guys up at the top today.
.16 Jake Sylvia, Charlie Byer, your Daytona Cup Series winner. That number 7's up there in the mix. Well, I mean, he's up, not in the top 10, but he's sitting outside of it right now. Austin Griffey in the 057.
He was your winner last night at Kokomo in the sprint car series.
Hubert Masiak, the 06. Dylan Basin, number 26. He's up there as well.
I think Dylan Bason's a dark horse to potentially steal a win today.
He's been close.
He's shown
multiple
a lot
times.
of strength since he joined this league, and even at a track like this, I think today is a day where he could potentially break through and get his first win.
Yeah, definitely. We got the one to go signal as we double up for the restart. Driver's getting set to go green as the number 6, Ryan Branshaw, the one who was involved in the initial contact into turn number 3. He has a lot of right side damage on his machine as the cone gets murdered in the background. Oh no.
Again?
It's stuck on somebody's car. It's
Poor cone.
car.
There he is. That black truck's got it.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Joe Burgee.
Burgee needs to get that cone out.
You need to make a rule where anybody that hits the cone gets like an automatic penalty because cone lives matter.
That's hilarious. Because I remember this one time, I saw a driver on the live stream carry a whole cone around the racetrack, and it slowed them down a solid 10 miles per hour.
That's awesome. Got a couple blinkers up at the top. Hopefully that doesn't persist throughout the race and just a temporary problem.
Yeah, it's Matthew Klein in the 00. Klein, veteran of the league. We've seen him run up on all sorts of series multiple times, but Klein currently blinking now. Hopefully he get that fixed as pace car is heading itself onto pit road, working off our first caution of the day as I'm stumbling upon my words. Oh boy! All right, here we
Words
go.
are hard. It's alright. And here we go again. Hopefully, I don't jump the gun on this restart. Like
That's Ryan Bradshaw, Eric Stamp, Michael Kenner, Noah Allison, and Eli O'Quinn, who's gonna lead the field to the restart.
Green, green, green.
And we're green here at Talladega.
Here we go again. Another one truck already jumping up to the high side. Perhaps that's a tactic to drop to the back. Or to maybe perhaps make a third line up there already. A couple trucks have already done so.
Damian Fenton is up there as they work down the back straightaway 2x2. To get up to full speed, more drivers drop into the apron as, man, down the back straightaway, drivers just fan out. We're looking.
Somebody's still blinking. That's dangerous stuff right there.
It's Klein in the 00 as, look at the 057 of Austin Griffey. He gets a run to the outside. He has the 30 in tow. Klein trying to get out of the way of all these people as Burgee makes himself to the high side, make a third lane. He has no help. Meanwhile, up front, Eric Stamp, who's yet to pick up an iSCAR win.
3 wide for second. Looks like Hal left Griffey up high. Got another. We might go 4 wide.
4 wide
right here.
Jake Sylvia squeezing himself through. He tries to work himself around Klein in the 00, who's still blinking out. Contact! Dominic gets turned!
Oh no! And that's going to be another huge crash. And Griffey's in there. And
no caution! Are you kidding me?
What?
That's going to separate the field now.
Oh no!
All these
Dominic
drivers.
Hal was in that. Griffey was in that. I have no idea.
Look how big this
The
back
whole
half
field
of the
just. What?
Wow. They're
That.
still trying to scramble around and realign themselves. They got to get back up to speed or else they're going to lose the draft. And which, well, it's too late. There's only 5 cars that pulled away in this main draft.
And Klein's one of them.
Oh my gosh, what in the world just took
Looks
place?
like about an 7 or 8 truck breakaway here is Matthew Klein, despite blinking. You see Burgee all by himself there, but looks like the first 7 or 8 trucks have said bye-bye now with that little skirmish there, and now you see the rest of the field trying to go as single file as possible and make their way up towards the front again, but...
It's Kiloa Hankins in the 72s leading this one, as he has all these drivers got to communicate with each other to keep that line going as fast as they can, because the leaders are a solid 8 seconds out ahead. I think with just 7 trucks, they can maintain a gap between that big pack all the way back to that number 72, Kiloa Hankins. They're going 3 wide. I think the second pack might even wreck it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I still can't believe that wasn't a caution. That had at least 4 or 5 trucks involved in that. That might be one of the most bizarre no calls I've ever seen on iRacing before.
Yeah, they all just swept down to the low side, and this top pack, what they need to do actually, they need to get themselves organized as well and maintain the gap between that second pack. But none of these people are working with each other. They're wanting to gun for the lead and lead as many laps as they can.
It was like Joe Burgee's caught those couple other trucks there, and the whole field's about to catch him. Joe Burgee's got to be a sitting duck here as these guys come flying up on him and those other 3.
That's the number 11 of Eric Heater, who's the one who's leading this pack, as now the bigger pack sneaks up right behind. This is all Miller Motorsports machines.
Burgee jumped up in front of that main pack to try and get himself towards the front of it. Risky move, but it could pay off and get him a couple more spots. They're 3 wide in the back of this pack.
Speaking of
and they're 3 wide up at the front, too.
Oh!
That was close.
Jake trying to block out Michael Kenner. And that, 90.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, they're racing crazy up front.
We're going to go 3 wide again out of turn 2. Eric Stamp up on the high side. Kenner's got no help up the middle here.
This whole pack's going to sneak on them in a hurry. None of these people are wanting to work with each other. And they're still fanning out just about 3 wide as Klein's blinking out. My goodness, this looks
They're moving all
crazy.
over the place here.
If these people can't hold a line...
Looks like Allison's trying to get up to his teammate, but can't quite get down and behind him yet. If
these people can't hold a line, this whole second pack is going to have a huge run.
They've already gained about, I think, 2 seconds or so on them now. If you look at the interval between that 06 and that 11, they're gaining on them.
Yeah, you see right there the difference of miles per hour. My goodness, that's about a full 10 miles per hour faster than this first. I mean, the second pack is just about 10 miles per hour faster as this first pack. Oh my gosh!
That was a really late block if that's what that was. Is they're gonna go 3 wide for the lead here into turn 3. 2 Vortex trucks and a rookie. My goodness. They're going crazy up here.
I don't know why. You gotta realign yourself and organize to pull yourself away from that second pack. Now they're starting to stack
They're
2
gaining.
by 2.
They're under 5 seconds back now. They're definitely gaining on them. As Noah Allison will take the lead here, and he'll pick up a bonus point for leading a lap.
Oh my gosh, this whole pack half of the pack
Somebody's
is
blinking in there too.
flying.
Oh my goodness.
It's Nate Stewart in the 13 who's leading this pack. He has a 66, and Derek M. Smith who wants to go down low.
Oh,
That was close.
oh boy. As they're splitting the 83 of Burgee, who's blinking in and out. As the gap is down to about 3.5 seconds, so they're definitely gaining a lot of time here. So these guys up at the front need to start, if they're not going to work together, they need to start preparing themselves for what they're going to do when this huge pack comes up on them, because they are a force to be reckoned with in the next couple laps.
Right, this first pack is throwing all sorts of blocks. That's slowing down the
There's
momentum.
another one.
My gosh, just imagine if they throw the block on the second pack. That's just going to cause a huge pileup.
Now they've got the 2 Vortex teammates of Allison and Sylvia on the bottom together, so perhaps those 2 could work together even if the rest of the pack does not.
This is so weird as...
Never mind that is... Ooh. Looks like Sylvia got forced out and then forced himself back down again. There's that next pack. They're about 2.5 seconds back now. They're gaining about a second a lap here.
Oh, they're scrambling as well. It's Nate Stewart and Blaze McKinney. The 157, the number 13. How about Damian Fenton working himself up there? He is now in 9th place.
There's Nick Miller in that 9 truck behind Fenton as well. I believe he's also in the point battle here, so Miller needs a good point stay here to cement himself in the playoff, and I believe that was a big block by Fenton there out of 4.
Yeah, now this
But
second pack
that
has caught up to the
pack's
first pack.
They're less than a second behind now. They're there.
They're going to
Here we
sniff off
go.
a draft off this first pack, and now that third line may be viable as now the whole pack's connected in the one.
Oh boy!
Where will Blaze
Is
McKinney
Klein's gonna
go?
go down on the apron. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Klein goes to the apron,
I think
get
he's just
himself
getting
out of
out of the
harm's way.
Oh!
No!
Jeez, man. That
Telling
was
ya.
close.
This front
There's
half
a-
of the pack is going to cause a big, big pile up.
Look at Fenton with a run on that inside here.
Oh, he backed
Nate
out
let
of
off a little bit. Nate Stewart coming up the middle with no help. That's really impressive. He's got no help. Look at the run he's getting. My goodness.
it. Wow!
He might go, oh, Nate, don't do it. Oh, oh man.
We're looking oh so close. 3x3 up front as Nate Stewart going to push out the 116 to Jake Sylvia. To the lead. Nate goes on the low side.
For the lead, and Nate Stewart will pick up a bonus point for leading the lap. That could be valuable later on if he's in the points battle here.
Oh gosh, got a lap cars. They're looking 3 wide.
Oh,
What a move!
Oh my goodness!
What a
That's the
move!
73 of Corbin Collins. They're all going around, and man, this is some squirrely racing. This is awesome.
Yeah, but man, you can only do
long
that
as they
for
don't
so
wreck it.
much.
Number 3 wide for the lead. Still, this is something else.
You could only do so much of blocking and such before you cause that big pileup.
Look at Burgee on the inside. Where did he come from? And we got a truck on the wall there.
Stay
One of
with
those
Fenton.
London trucks in the wall. I believe it was Fenton.
Fenton's going to drop out of that top 10 as we're still fanning out just about 3x3, and the person in
Whoa.
second in line, they're making all sorts of moves up here.
They've been racing like it's 5 to go for the entire race, and there's 32 to go.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm nervous. These drivers, their priorities are sort of skewed. It's 3 wide
Nice
again.
run from Mike. Despite all this commotion, nice run from Michael Kenner so far. First iSCAR race, and he's leading the race, so... As we get another... I believe that's Dominic Howe in the 30 they're coming up on here.
Yeah, the one who...
And here comes Burgee, not like going to make the move. Actually, I don't... Whoa, that was close.
yeah, got to work yourself high of that lap
He waited
car.
too long to go around him.
Dominic just staying to the low side, letting the leaders work themselves around. Gonna fan out the pack just a slight, as up front, Michael Kenner's gonna be left out to dry on the low side. Here comes that group of 2.
Sylvia. That's a big run they're getting with the draft. That'll put Joe Berge up into 2nd place. Solid run for him so far, as he was leading that 2nd pack for a while before they caught up.
Alright, now we're looking a bit more organized.
Impressive day also so far for that 6 of Ryan Branshaw. He restarted in 1st, and he's managed to keep himself up there for the most part, so doesn't race that often, but good for him to see him up there.
4 wide action as Heater squeezed himself up high of the 06. As they work into 3 and 4, now back to 2 wide racing as Heater wants to look low.
Gonna have a big run out of 4. Here comes Nate Stewart on the outside.
Oh
no, the 06 in the wall.
What? They're coming into pit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that
Branshaw
time.
one of those. Looks like Stamp, I think, is pitting there. McDowell pitting. A couple others.
I didn't even realize we were that close to the fuel window, but since everybody's regrouped, they got to be on the same strategy and hopefully regroup and get themselves back into this main pack. Man, the 06 is also sideways.
Every lap, it looks like 15 different trucks could just spin it all at once, but they somehow have not, so... As we have two drivers making their debut running in the top 3. In this race, anything could happen.
Who comes in to make the next cycle on in?
Here we go.
I hope it's William, and he's...
Look, Michael Kenner also coming in. Berge's blinking again. That could present a problem soon.
Or Schmidt.
73 of Corbin Collins also on pit road there. So these leaders will probably come down the next lap or 2 if I had to guess. Perhaps this time by.
Still have a lot of cars, trucks left up in this main pack. I'm surprised they didn't split the pack in 2.
I'm surprised more of them didn't come down with the rest of those that did.
Right.
As Derek M. Smith has now made his way up into 2nd place. Another one of those where did he come from drivers now early on here.
Whoa. Go 6. Slots himself in line. I think he's got led in the line. Here we go.
Watch out for potential wreck here. Somebody could come in way too hot. Watch out, guys.
And speeding is going to kill him. There goes Damien.
Oh, no. And that's going to really hurt Fenton here.
It's the 2nd time he's done that. He did the 1st time under green, but...
And he'll have to back it up almost into the grass here to get himself going.
Nice job for all the drivers to slide themselves on the pit road, and this is the remaining
Fenton might have to risk it and go fuel only here to even think about staying up in that pack. As there's about 5 or 6 trucks here that still have not made their pit stops yet, and I would imagine they would do so now.
Yeah, they have to do it all in one group. This is Nate Stewart, Ryan Klonk, Loa Hankins, Darius the Dad Car, Tyler Mallon, and 00, who's actually 1 lap down. Here they go on the pit road.
Yeah, perhaps the 00 had some kind of issue or he already pit on his own. Because he was running in the top 10 before the 2 packs merged. So something must have come up with his truck that we didn't happen to see.
And here's some more
couple more trucks coming in.
This is Dominic Howe and the number 90 of Malachi Drake, who's going to hit pit road as well. And
the 30 looks like he came in way too fast. We'll have to see if that ended up being a penalty or not.
This will probably be... This is the main pack. This is Miller Motorsports all the way on the low side. It's Heater, Miller, and
what's
Smith.
Left of it.
And up on the high side, the 157.
Lot of blocking going on here. Yeah, we had a main pack of about 25 trucks, and now we have 110, so... now we see where strategy starts to play a role in this and how much the field gets split up.
Well, it also tells you on who drivers... Oh, Stamp!
No! My goodness, what a save.
Wow, that was amazing.
Another close call in a race full of them.
Definitely. Oh,
another
speaking
one.
of...
I think that was Basin that got the wall there, but he'll keep it going. Boy.
Wow.
There have been about, 18 different points where the whole field could have just wadded themselves up. They have not somehow. Now looks like the most of the field's single file now. Save for a few.
This also points out who's working with who. We saw there momentarily the 11, the 66, and the 9 all grouped up together. I know that whole team is Miller Motorsports. They're probably in a call trying to communicate to get themselves in position for that green flag cycle. It worked out momentarily. They were up front for just a slight, but now since the second pack, or the second wave just swept them up, they're sort of disconnected, but I mean Miller's disconnected of where his 2 friends are. The 66 and 11 of Eric Heater and Derek Smith.
There's Blaze McKinney in the 157. Not sure how many races he has run in the series, but you see him up front here leading some laps. So this race has been absolutely full of newcomers making their mark here early, and running really good up at the front.
I was just talking about all these newcomers making themselves and qualifying toward the front. Now we're starting to see some regulars filter up here. One of them, the 11 of Eric Heater, Derek M. Smith is up here as well. Noah Allison, he's a regular. We're stacked up 2 by 2, and you can see the experience.
There's Miller on the outside.
Oh, here it gets turned!
No way they just saved that. No way.
They're 6 wide!
6 wide! No! Oh my goodness.
They're still just about 4 wide. Oh my gosh!
I cannot believe they saved that. That was unbelievable.
I'm speechless.
They were 6 wide and didn't wreck it.
I'm speechless, man. Oh my gosh.
No effing way, man.
No way. I'm clueless. I've seen enough
on the apron there.
Yes. They got tagged up to the apron. They're 4 wide again. Or Nate for tagging the apron.
Wow.
I can't believe
I don't know what to say after that one. That one took my breath away for a minute. that was unfreaking believable.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh!
They saved it again.
Oh my. I'm clueless. I'm clueless now.
That's too bad for Michael Kenner, but my goodness, what a save. Another one. This is just like the bronze race all over again. They kept saving it so many times, but it took them almost to the end of the race to actually end up wrecking again. My God.
Still have a big pack of cars left in this race. As go up front, 23. Blaze McKinney's gonna get left to dry, and you see here experience in iSCAR is just playing off at the 20, not the 27, but the 24. Noah is really pinching the 157 of Blaze. So work right up off the corner.
Perhaps a really aggressive side draft there. Now he pulls down in front of him, so perhaps that's what he was going for. Now you see the 26 of Dylan Basin will drop to the back of this pack here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be dealing up with that crap. There's just so much commotion within that top 5. It's hard to keep yourself, keep your emotions in check.
And it's crazy because this is perhaps the most organized the field's been all race.
Right.
And yet they're the most squirrely.
Definitely.
Because even when that huge pack caught up, they weren't going this crazy, but some of the stuff we've seen in the last 3 or 4 laps, I don't know how those weren't.
I'll scroll through a couple of pairs. I mean, a couple of groups. I guess you could say. Malin's left in a group of his own. Schmidt's left in a group of his own. Got a pair of 2. This is Ryan Kendrick. I don't know who's in front of him. That's the 90 of Malachi Drake. More pairs. That's Damian Fenton. But up front, this is where the main pack is, and here in about 10 laps or so, they'll hit pit road.
Pit again, yeah. Looks like that was the 47 of Dane Cruz that they went around there.
First one lap down. If a caution comes out now, he'll get the wave around.
He'll try to latch onto this pack here and not try to lose it again. As we're just over halfway through this race, and if you're just joining us, it's been one hell of a race so far. We've had so many different moves being made and so many saves being made. You missed a lot, but if you're just now joining us, stick around because it's going to get even better.
Right. We're not even within the 10 to go mark. We still have a couple of pit stops left in this race. So with more pit stops, it's going to fan out the field even more. I think we have at least not 13, but I'd say 12 cars in this main 12 lead lap cars in this main pack.
Yeah, plus the 47 in the back, but
Right.
still a decent-sized lead pack here. But I did expect it to be more than this. But I guess that shows the variance of strategies that are being executed here. And another slow truck will be coming up on here down the backstretch.
I think that's the 30 of Dominic Howe. I'm not sure, but
I think it is. We'll have to see how those leaders on the bottom, how they get around. Whoa!
That's a late move.
That's going to slow them down a little bit, too. So those 4 trucks in the back might be able to gain a little bit of traction there with that whatever that was.
Small hiccups could disrupt the pack like that. But in the meantime, up front, Noah Allison. I don't know how many laps he's led. This will be his...
Jake Sylvia somehow led the most amount of laps tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had this many different leaders in a race, but it's good to see a group of leaders this diverse, because you don't usually see that often.
Definitely. That's what Dega's all about. It's anybody's game. Doesn't require a lot of driving skill. No offense to all these rookies out here. Is Nate Stewart
What a
pulls up to the
move
high
by
side.
Stewart! Whoa!
Another person we haven't mentioned about. How about the 98 of Glenn Bundren? He's made himself into second place, and he's now tucked up to the backside of that 157. Had a nice run at Kentucky. He finished third in that race. Didn't pick up the win.
Nate Stewart is going balls to the wall right now. He's made all sorts of moves over a couple laps with perhaps not that much regard for the rest of the field. So, as the more aggressive drivers seem to be showing themselves out now, so we'll have to see what else that 13 truck's got up his sleeve here to see how he can get back up to the front and to the lead. Chloe Hankins also up there in the top 10. I haven't talked about him much tonight, as he was one of the last people to join the session, and also about 22nd or so in points. So if he wants to even have a prayer of getting into the chase, he needs to have a really, really good, strong run today.
Definitely. Right now, Blaze McKinney just led a span of laps. Nobody hasn't found their way around, but Nate Stewart, at number 13, we were just mentioning him earlier. He has a pusher, that number 72, Kiloa Hankins right behind. 2 regulars right up there in the second lane, and one of the rookies, Noah Allison, at number 24, all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack, as I have a horrible camera angle. Apologies about that. Work down the back straightaway. Nate's not getting as big of a push as I thought.
He was just trying to show you all how beautiful the airstrip is. Don't mind him. I was mentioning to him in the pre-race show during one of the commercials how it would be an interesting idea to take the old airstrip and turn it into a drag strip and see if Dega can start hosting some drag events here.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a whole complex, like they do
Yeah.
in Bristol and IRP. Have a whole drag strip there. These drivers
As
are on the pit road.
we're approaching 16 to go, so if this thing goes green all the way, if you pit now, you should be able to just make it to the end of the race. Barring any crazy stuff going on, but it's Talladega, so crazy stuff probably will go on.
Oh, they're going to be close, actually. Some of these drivers are going to be close, because
I believe it's
pitted earlier than the others.
Laps is the window, so if you pit now and it goes green, you should just be able to make it.
Right.
You'll be right in the middle of that 3-lap window.
Yeah. But if there were to be a caution during...
That would change everything.
Yeah. They won't make it to the end with a green-white checkered.
Looks like they're all going to stay out now, so I would think they're all going to come down next time by.
How about this small pack led by Michael DeMaggio in that number 3 machine? He's now caught up to this rear end of this main draft, and this will make it at least a good old 17 car pack.
Yeah, DiMaggio's in there, Malin, Bergie, a couple others are all in there, so this main pack could get a lot bigger here in not too distant future. I believe Michael Kenner's also in that little group there.
Yeah, he is. Alright, we
I'd
can pit
expect
now.
here they're gonna start pitting.
Yeah, they're starting to fan in. One
Someone
goes
spun on
sideways.
the, not sure who that was.
0-0, Matthew Klein.
Yeah,
Here they go on the
here
pit
they
road.
come. Some of them. Interesting call here by these group of about 8 or 9 trucks to not pit,
Whoa!
and Kenner's
Oh,
smoking it.
contact!
Oh no!
Kenner was dead sideways. He doored Malin, but luckily they keep it straight.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time Tower Malin's ended up being hit by someone else and not end up being wrecked. So a lot of close calls for that 08 in his first race here.
Down the back straightaway, and this is what's remaining of this first pack. If I were them, I have to pit all in this group right now, because
He'd have to pit now. I don't think he can stretch this out any longer.
definitely.
You see that 28 of Ryan Kwan. I don't know if that was some rear end damage or not, but something looked off on the back of his truck. Now they're all gonna come.
Not all of them. 4
Wow.
of them stay out. And Miller Motorsports is going to head himself on the pit road. Dane Cruz in the
Somebody
47.
came in hot. Yeah.
Ugh,
I'm
excuse me.
surprised those 4 are staying out as long as they are. I don't know how much longer they can make this on fuel.
They'll make it like another lap, I guess. But, I mean, might as well stretch it as far as you can, because that pit window is going to be close. Now, as they work off a pit road, we'll see who gets grouped up the fastest and gets their momentum up to speed.
Looks like that's Blaze McKinney leading this little group of trucks here.
Yeah, this was the first group that hit pit road. We'll see on where they're gonna shuffle into the mix. But usually, when the first group to hit pit road will shuffle out to be the leader, because they're already full speed on the racetrack as these people are coming around at 150. And you see right there, that's a perfect example of how Blaze might retain that lead. But no, looks like Derek, he's way up
Couple
front.
of them. Couple trucks made it out. Miller's in front of them. Smith's in front. I think Klein's a lap down, but still in front. 1 or 2 others look to have made it out in front. As I think those 4 trucks up at the front still have not made their pit stops yet.
Yeah, they haven't. They're trying to stretch it.
So we'll be coming to 11 to go this time. So if a caution does come out, you know, whether it's a regular caution or a green-white checker, they should have a couple extra laps of fuel now. As here's this huge pack having a run on these couple guys that came out first. So McKinney jumps up high and leads that charge.
Coming up on a lap car, that's the 30 yet again. Dominic Howe works himself to the low side out of harm's way. They're looking 4 wide just momentarily, but this pack is growing. The bigger a pack is, the more speed you're going to gain, and that top 4, well, they now hit
Now
pit
they're
road this
pitting.
time.
I think they might have waited a little too long now because they're going to get blown away by this pack that's probably already in turn 3 now.
Definitely, yeah. I agree. As soon as people start to hit pit road, you have to group up.
They're going to
Find
have to
your
go
partners
full
on it.
only if they have any chance to latch on here. So there's Miller going up high, trying to make something happen. So this should cycle out Blaze McKinney as the race leader as we hit just 11 laps to go.
So, one of the 2 drivers who were just
There they
talking
are. Stewart and Hankins are right there, so
about, it's Quan
this
and
is for the
Dad
lead
Dog.
out of turn 2. And there they go. It looks like they're too slow to be able to latch on. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it looks too slow, but again, these people need to get regrouped as fast as they can.
They might have a shot here. It'll be close, but those 3 or 4 might be able to get their way up there.
Yeah, they're close enough to the pack in which they'll latch on, but the other 2 drivers, Ryan Kwan, Darius Reza Dadgar, they're not going to be able to latch on. Alright, 10 to go this time by. Blaze McKinney has led a handful amount of laps. Alright, it's time to make your picks. Dewey, how do you think this race will play out?
I still can't.
You still can't?
No way. I absolutely refuse to ever pick a winner at a plate or track because there's a 99.99% chance I'm going to be dead ass wrong. And that will never change because racing like this is so unpredictable and the strategies are so unpredictable. Even with this pack here, there's no guarantee anybody in this pack wins the race, so...
Definitely. I agree, but might as well toss in a pick because I mentioned about it. How about Miller Motorsports? Their 3 trucks are leading that second line. As you see, Glenn is trying to get some air behind the 157. Derek on the high side, he has Heater tucked up and right behind, and Miller, the number 9, is right behind that number 11. So Miller Motorsports, yet again, they're showing their stride. They're giving me some proximity vibes as Miller was trying to take it 3.
Dylan Basin behind those Miller trucks on the high side as well. See if he can do anything here.
How about Malin? Nice recovery by him to work himself back into the mix. He's currently in 5th, 3rd on the low side, but not
pole
really
sitter
up
for
there.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Basin and Stamp tried to do something, but it didn't quite work out.
Oh, Bundren's clear of Blaze and
Whoa!
just squeezed into a hole just big enough as they work through the trial of
8 laps to go here. It's go time.
Yeah, it's go time. It's definitely go time, and we're gonna find out on how this will change out. Who's gonna come out up top? And as Dewey said, it's currently unpredictable.
I would be absolutely shocked if we do not see another yellow flag. It would be absolutely insane if we run an entire Talladega race. So I'm still thinking we're going to see another yellow flag before this thing's over. Because there's just no way. As there's Tyler Mallon now in the 3rd place in his first start. He's going to go up high in front of those Miller Motorsports trucks to see what he can... See if he can make his way up to the front now.
Look at Basin! That opened up the door for the middle! Oh, we're getting
This
close.
is going to be tight. 7 to go.
Man, that was a great move by Malin for him to squeeze up and try that outside line, and now he has a great pusher, Dylan Basin, right behind him.
Those Miller trucks got shuffled back a little bit there. They're about 7th, 8th, and 9th now. So they got some work to do now.
Oh, we're stacked up 3 by 3. This is what Talladega is all about. We work down the back straightaway. Now it's Derek who wants to work that high side. He has his teammates still tucked up right behind, but they're not going anywhere. They have Stamp now in the 09.
Look at Michael Kenner on the inside coming back to 3rd now.
Oh, they're throwing blocks. Oh, there they go!
Oh no, there they go!
Malin gets turned.
Malin's around and...
Bring out a caution.
Again?
Does not bring out a caution.
No way. That's unfortunate for Tyler Mallon too. Won the pole and was running up to the front, got his way back up there, and then... But now you see, look at what it's out of the pack now. You got the first 5 or 6 trucks now just single file, and those other ones have now... That whole front pack is now split up big time. This could be beneficial for those 4 trucks that stayed out that weren't able to latch on at first. Now they might be able to.
Yeah, that's Ryan Kwan. We focus on here, this Darius Rezadad car. Right behind him, no, that's a lap car. That's the number 4 machine. Nathan. We'll see if they can catch up, but unfortunately for the 08 of Tyler Mallon, you definitely hate to see it.
As Blaze McKinney will be leading the field here. Actually, not so fast. Here comes Derek M. Smith up on the outside with his teammate behind him. Just 5 more laps to go, and they were just able to clear into turn 1, or Peter was. Oh boy.
Oh, Stamp.
Man.
Basin yet
Basin up
again.
the middle here.
Oh my gosh, look at right behind. They're trying to work around the 3 of Michael DiMaggio.
There's Miller in that mix, and the 7 of Charlie Byer trying to make their way back up, as well as that 83. You can get some more stragglers back there. They're barring a caution. You know, I don't want to jinx it, but...
I don't think it's going to happen. There's just so many packs, so many
I don't know.
packs.
Like I said, I don't think there's any way there's at least not 1 more caution. If this thing goes caution-free besides lap 1, that'd be absolutely insane.
How about Blaze McKinney leading 11 laps as base, and yet again he's going to try the middle. We're going far wide, maybe.
Oh boy. It's now or never for these guys, so if you're going to make a risky move like that, you might as well make it now.
Right. Alright, I think we have at least 12 cars in this main pack. Multiple drivers without an iSCAR win. I know Heater has one. Oh, we'll go through the drivers who don't have a win. Blaze doesn't have a win.
Bundren's up there. He doesn't have one.
Doesn't have a win.
There's Miller on the low side again.
Oh, Blaze.
Big block.
Blaze is trying to do whatever he can up front.
I don't know how sustainable this ball is. This whole pack looks like a powder keg, and it's just a matter of when it's going to blow.
Definitely. A great comparison as here comes Heater. Yet again, I'm mentioning it. Miller Motorsports. They're right there on the second lane. I know Derek and Heater could work together, but Derek's not really tucked up. Miller actually going to dip out his own teammates, and he's third on the low side.
Guess who's back? Back again. Miller Motorsports. They're back. And here they come up on the high side and on the low side with the team owner, Nick Miller, there.
I'll tell you what, for 157 of Blaze McKinney, he's led.
And there goes Miller up to the high side. I was about to say might do that.
Wow, that whole outside line fell apart.
Whoa! I thought Miller was going to shove Bundren up out of the groove for a second there. So just 2 more laps to go here at Talladega. This is it.
Oh gosh. Blaze has led a huge majority of laps, and he's kept himself up front. But now it's go time.
We got a slower pack, about 3 trucks they're coming up on here.
Yeah, that's going to play effect to his draft.
This might determine the race here, these couple trucks here.
Work down the back. They go up high. Oh, the scramble's on. Bergie goes up high.
Somebody's blinking. That could present a problem. That's Ryan Branch on the sticks.
Oh, man, that's going to destroy that outside line because Heater went higher.
Now, a couple more trucks they're coming up on. That's one of the Glendon trucks. I think that's Fenton.
Yeah, Fenton, and I don't know who that is.
One of them is in the wall.
They're just trying to get out of the way as here we go. White flag as they work through the tri-oval. 1 more lap to go. Will they make it to the start-finish line? I think they will. I cannot believe we went.
They did.
1 caution.
We're going to actually go caution-free at Talladega besides a... That's unbelievable.
Now we're stacked up double wide. Here comes Miller, I tell you what. And it's Byer right behind. He's the pusher.
Charlie Byer, the Cup Series winner at Daytona, and here we go. Stuff going on.
They go down the back. Blaze is using
Here comes Bundren on the low side. Glenn Bundren never won a race in iSCAR. Dylan Basin never won a race in iSCAR. Blaze McKinney never won a race in iSCAR.
Oh, there they go.
There they go. Hankins and Moore involved. But we still have the leaders. Hard crash in the background as they pile in.
All right, it's 2 by 2. It's whatever line goes. And Blaze has the wrecking.
Oh, no, my God. The goes around. And they're wrecking some more. Who is that black truck? Because whoever it is going to win. Who is
Charlie Byer.
Charlie Byer wins at Talladega.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Yet again.
Charlie Byer, how did you do it?
This is like the second time that's happened. Remember at the Cup race, it's happened again.
For 408 Racing, I believe that might be their first iSCAR win as a team as well. My goodness.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Charlie Byer, reminiscent of what happened to the Cup Series Daytona, is gonna win it again, 2 for 2.
Michael DiMaggio ends up finishing 3rd out of all of that, wherever he came from. My goodness. What a hell of a finish.
Wow. I am stunned as oh my god. Fenton dies. I'm speechless. I am speechless.
That was just like the bronze race. Another one of those chain reaction crashes where everybody gets taken out, and the one car that managed to dodge it ends up being victorious. Carbon copy of the bronze race. So congratulations here to Charlie Byer and 408 Racing on picking up the W here at Talladega, and an unbelievable finish.
We'll take a look at it again as they work down the back straightaway. Blaze is trying to pull as much as he can with those blocks, But how about Heater? We'll get an overhead shot. Heater just flung it 4 wide, and he nearly made it stick, as now the contact was around where DiMaggio happened.
Now we'll see what happened here, as Michael Kenner almost had it missed, and he got tagged at the last second. I thought he was going to win it for a second there.
Oh,
looked like Bondren went to block. And then oh yeah, that's where Kenner got hit. I thought Kenner had a chance to win it, and then I think that was Heater that came down and tagged him. Oh my goodness!
You saw it hit me.
Who was that?
I don't even know. Oh my God.
That was not okay. Oh. Oh my God.
Man. He led just about every single lap as well from that green flag run.
That was a massive, massive accident. Oh my goodness. And out of all of that, all the crazy shit, Charlie Beyer ends up your winner.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
We'll drag into top 5 after these commercial breaks, but congratulations to 7 to Charlie Beyer. Talladega 125 iSCAR JPG Graphics Truck Series. We'll be right back right after this. Two, 1, 0. We're back here live for the iSCAR Talladega 125 iSCAR JPG Graphics Truck Series, round number 11, rounded out at Daytona, and my oh my, what a finish here to end off this 47 lap event. And we'll go ahead and drag our winner, that number 7, a Charlie Beyer, into the booth, and yet again, reminiscent of Daytona, out of nowhere, Charlie, what the heck?
Oh my God. I can't believe it. This is the second time. The second time.
Lux just...
I'm as speechless as you guys right now. I was not expecting this, and you know, that was crazy.
Right, man. You only led 1 lap, and of course, it being the most important lap. My goodness, man. You and 408 Racing were attempting to work with each other. I know you were sort of after that final green flag cycle, you guys were nearly out of it, but you caught back up to the pack, and of course, no more pit stops from that point forward. It was on. How'd you work yourself? Well, how'd you work yourself back into the mix?
Yeah, that first big crash that didn't cause the caution, that really set us back, but I was able to push, I think, the 3 car all the way up, and we managed to catch up, and you know, I'm still stunned. I don't even know.
Right, man. You and 408 Racing, obviously, new team. What does this mean for you and for Dadgar and all those drivers on your team?
We're gonna be celebrating tonight, so that's really cool that I got a win for them. That's really all I wanted as I joined the new.
All right, man. 10-4. Charlie
And-
Byer pulling the magic yet again out of nowhere. He is going to come home victorious after starting in 19th place, leading 1 lap. And he picks up the W here for tonight. But before we let you go, Charlie, any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank my team 408 Racing, and you know, we worked together a lot tonight, and I want to thank you for broadcasting. It means a lot. And yeah.
All right, man. 10-4. Charlie Byer going to round himself out up top. My goodness, man. Congratulations. That's all I can say. We'll go ahead and see you come next race.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. And that was the number 7 of Charlie Byer, and go ahead and slot in that number 66. Dewey, how you take this one away?
Hey, Derek, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Hello.
All right. What the hell did you see in the trial bowl, and how did you get second?
Yeah, well, I guess Moses came through with me, I guess. Yeah.
All right, man. Just out of curiosity, we were talking up in the booth a little bit on how close you guys were. I think you had enough for a green light checkered if there was one.
Yeah, we had enough, like 3 laps. But, like, I think we should have pitted for another one because it was too risky to stay out or something like that. But yeah, I think we had enough.
Yeah, we saw you and Heater and Miller working together a lot throughout the last part of the race. Do you think you guys could have possibly gotten the win had all that craziness not happened?
I think Nick and Heater would have, but I was lacking behind because of damage that I had, like halfway through the race. Whenever I think it was Heater that came down and doored me, and I went all the way down to the apron pretty much.
All right, man. Any sponsors you want to thank for? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Yeah.
Hurry
Hurry up!
Any sponsors you want to thank for tonight's race?
I want to thank Xdeoxys and Not Cody.
All right, man. Congratulations on your great finish today, and hope to see you back here again tomorrow and Sunday.
All right, thanks, dickhead.
What the hell?
You're welcome.
My gosh. Let's go all the way back here to that number 3 of Michael DiMaggio, who was not really up there during those final laps, but, well, he caught up to the main pack with just about 3 to go. DiMaggio, you were disconnected there just for a slight, but my goodness, how did you suddenly find yourself in 3rd place?
I was just being patient. Like, I don't have much speed anymore, so I just try to survive. Like, I lost a lot of speed with all these new updates. I struggle with the tire model and everything like that. I know it doesn't really affect Dega and Daytona much, but just a veteran of iSCAR since season 1, just trying to survive most of the race until the end and then try to make it to the front.
Luckily for you, you did it there at the end. What'd you see out of your windshield coming to the white? I mean, at the white flag.
Just carnage. I kind of got net coated in the end before that final big one really happened involving the lead pack, so I kind of fell back, and then everyone in front got involved in the wreck, and I just never lifted and went through and got 3rd.
Yep, luckily for you, a great solid finish to round yourself here at Talladega. You're sitting, I think, 15th or 16th in points, so a great points night to put yourself up there in that top 13. Congratulations, man. Before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank you for tonight?
Yes, Rexford Engineering, also Garage Doors, Trace Shuttlesworth Photography, and Graham Cracker Music. Also, Splash and Go Graphics for the scheme, and I'd also like to say good luck to the Proximity Racing Blue guys who are running the 12 hours Bathurst tomorrow.
All right, 10-4. Michael DiMaggio going to round himself out 3rd place after starting in 31st. We'll go ahead and see you next next race.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
And that was number 3 of Michael DiMaggio, and we'll slide ourselves back here into 3rd place. He's not even there, Nick Miller. He's probably, you know, riled up, but we'll slide ourselves back to the number 26, Dylan Basin. Dewey, go ahead and take this one away.
All right, Dylan, you got a copy? All right, Dylan, you got a copy?
That was weird. Okay. We'll try
Okay,
to,
then.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
try to
Guess
re-drag him.
we'll slot ourselves back again.
Yeah. I don't even know.
They don't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, you rejoined the call.
Huh? Wait. Who? Oh, It's Kyle. Why is he in here?
What?
I was just listening to the interviews. I was just saying that Dylan Basin is in the waiting room.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, we dragged him in, then he left.
oh, there you go. Dewey, take this one away.
All right, Dylan, do you have a copy now?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. So, so all that crazy stuff that went on in the trial. What? Oh man, he just left the gun. Okay. I don't know what's going on here.
What the hell? Yeah, 2 tries is enough. That's unfortunate that we can't.
All right,
get him in.
well, I guess that can wrap up the interviews. I guess maybe.
Yeah, that'll just wrap it up since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dewey, before we end ourselves out here, what can you say about tonight's race?
It was as awesome as I expected it to be. I mean, I don't really know what else to say without all that crazy stuff. Is only so many words you can use to describe something like that. And before we wrap this up, this is an interesting stat here. I would like to congratulate William Schmidt, who hit 10,000 career laps run in iSCAR in tonight's race. So shout out to you, William. Yeah. 10,000 miles in iSCAR alone across all the different iSCAR sanctioned series.
Unreal. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that will round ourselves out here from Talladega after 47 crazy laps. Until next time, my name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Dewey Stram. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure to tune in tomorrow night for the Cup race at Talladega, which will feature Benjamin White up in the booth. And on Sunday night, which will probably have me again. So we got more where this came from.
All right, and otherwise than that, we'll see you tomorrow night.